Are now the tight contest, the competition for the post of the Congress party president took a very interesting turn on the last day for filing nominations today, with Digvijaya Singh backing out of the race. Now, this decision was taken after the entry of the veteran party leader, Mallikarjun Kharge. Meanwhile, Shashi Tharoor has filed his nomination for the post. Kharge, in fact, entered the race after Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot announced his decision to not contest amid the political turmoil and the rebellion that was brewing in the desert state. Now, the contest will be between Shashi Tharoor, remember, and senior Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge.
I have a vision for the Congress, for the internal reorganization of the Congress, which I will be sending to every one of the 9,100 and odd delegates. We have just received, just now, the list of delegates, and we are also going to seek as much information so we can get them our message and seek their support. So I want to say to all of you, I am here to be the voice of all these party workers.
ऐसा है कि श्री मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे बहुत ही कांग्रेस पार्टी के वरिष्ठ नेता हैं और मैं और श्री आनंद शर्मा जी दोनों उनका जो नामांकन है उसका समर्थन करने के लिए आए हैं।
खड़गे जी मेरे नेता हैं, मेरे से सीनियर हैं। कल मैं उनके घर गया था, उनसे मैंने पूछा था कि आप अगर फॉर्म भर रहे हो तो मैं नहीं भरूंगा। उनका कहना था कि मेरा इरादा अभी नहीं है। उसके बाद प्रेस के माध्यम से मुझे मालूम पड़ा कि वो उम्मीदवार हैं, तो मैं आज सुबह उनके पास मिलने गया और उनसे मैंने कहा कि आप अगर फॉर्म भर रहे हैं तो मैं पूरे तरीके से आपके साथ हूं। आप एक वरिष्ठ नेता हैं और हमारे कांग्रेस पार्टी के सबसे में से वरिष्ठतम और सम्मानजनक नेता है। मैं कभी भी आपके खिलाफ चुनाव लड़ने की बात सोच भी नहीं सकता। आपने वो पहले बता दिया होता तो मैं फॉर्म लेने भी नहीं गया होता, लेकिन अब उनका इरादा है फॉर्म भरने का, तो मैंने कहा कि ठीक है, मैं आपका प्रस्तावक बनूंगा।
All right, and on this note, I'm being joined by Madhav, who's tracking all the live action for us straight from the national capital. Madhav, a very good afternoon to you. It's an action-packed Friday in the national capital, especially for all the Congress leaders. One question on everybody's minds right now: who will be the next non-Gandhi Congress president? What exactly does the sentiment look like right now?
Well, it is clearly going to be a Kharge versus Tharoor contest. That is very much on the cards now. The deadline for the nomination, that is 3 o'clock, is now over. And so the fate is sealed as far as the nominations are concerned. Now, of course, remains to be seen if there is any withdrawal of the nomination, because the scrutiny and withdrawal dates are still left. Those stages have yet to be crossed. And by 17th is when, if there is an election to be done, it would be held. Now, be that as it may, it's been a very, very interesting past couple of days here at the Congress, notwithstanding what happened on Sunday night with a section of Congress MLAs turning rebels and, of course, saying that they would not allow for Sachin Parikh to become Chief Minister of Rajasthan, backing Ashok Gehlot. Gehlot pretty much having his way, managing to arm twist the party's leadership into allowing him to continue as Rajasthan Chief Minister, a state which does not go to the polls for over a year. And clearly Gehlot feels that that is the best place for him at the moment. He's pretty much managed to have his way. Yesterday, we saw Digvijaya Singh's name, in fact, floating with several of his supporters in Madhya Pradesh coming out to say that they want to see Digvijaya Singh as the next president and that he will contest the presidential polls. However, with this morning's turn of events where Kharge's name was suddenly announced as the party's candidate, remember, Kharge is someone who has a tremendous amount of credibility within the Congress, at least, because he's someone who has over 50 years of experience in electoral politics, has held records for the maximum number of terms that a legislator has been re-elected in Karnataka, has 2 terms as Lok Sabha member, and of course is currently a member of the Rajya Sabha, his also his positions as the leader of the Congress party in the Lok Sabha and now the leader of opposition in the Rajya Sabha. Mallikarjun Kharge also has a huge amount of parliamentary and legislative experience, as apart from, of course, his organizational skills. He's been the party's troubleshooter in Maharashtra and Karnataka and several other states as well. So that's the backing as far as Mallikarjun Kharge is concerned. And following that, we've seen how, in fact, several of the party's leaders have fallen in line. But what is the most interesting development and takeaway today is the fact that the G23 leaders, several of them, Anand Sharma, Manish Tiwari, amongst those as well, including Prithviraj Chavan and others, who are pretty much part of G23 but have come out today to back Mallikarjun Kharge. So they were earlier believed to be the support base as far as Shashi Tharoor is concerned. That's not happening on ground. They've all fallen in line to back Mallikarjun Kharge. Tharoor himself, of course, does not seem to be withdrawing from the contest, at least as far as the statements that are currently coming out from Shashi Tharoor. It is going to be a contest that is on the cards, and we will have to see how this plays out over the next few days and whether Tharoor will be able to actually influence some of the delegates to come out and vote for him, given that Mallikarjun Kharge actually has the support of a large number of the prominent leaders of the Congress party at the moment.
All right, Madhav, thank you so much for getting us up to speed with all those crucial ground updates. And on this note, I'm also being joined by, in fact, Ms. Neerja Chowdhury, senior journalist, giving us her time here on Mirror Now. Ma'am, a very, very good afternoon to you. I'm sure you're tracking all the updates in the run-up to the Congress elections. Who do you think has the upper edge? We know it's Kharge versus Shashi Tharoor right now. And as per your understanding, how effective will this decision be in terms of electing a non-Gandhi chief to revive the grand old party?
The situation now becomes very clear. Mallikarjun Kharge is obviously the official nominee of the High Command for presidentship of the party. As far as Shashi Tharoor is concerned, very early on he had thrown his hat in the ring, and he has more or less hinted he's doing it to make it a contest and also to reach out to constituencies which have not been the traditional vote banks of the Congress. So he may mobilize opinion amongst those sections for the party in a general sort of way. But obviously it's going to be Mallikarjun Kharge. He's an old hand. He's trusted by the Gandhi family. And with the fracas in Rajasthan and Ashok Gehlot pulling out, and now Digvijaya Singh also pulling out, Digvijaya Singh had shown his willingness to contest, and he may have hoped that the High Command would back him with Gehlot pulling out. But that is not the way things have turned out. He's a very able leader of the Congress, but two things went against him. One, the High Command is wary of him. And secondly, he's been a polarizing figure in recent years. So, the BJP would have gone to town, pulling out his statements to make it a Hindu versus Muslim thing. So now, as I say, the situation is very clear. It will be a contest. A non-Gandhi family member is going to be elected. That is a new phase the Congress is entering into. And it will, for all we know, Shashi Tharoor, who is making it a contest, may well be made the LOP at a future date.
All right, Ms. Neerja Chowdhury, before I let you go, who do you think is the most suitable contender for the top post? Keeping in mind how the party has been struggling for the longest time to revive itself and with its aspirations to in fact take on the BJP ahead of the upcoming 2024 general elections. As per you, who is the most suitable top contender for this post?
Between the two of them, are you asking?
In general, who do you think, as per your understanding?
Look, it's a tough call for the Congress because it has to face the Modi juggernaut. And there has been demand from within the party that there should be an election, that full-time president. The Gandhi family is not putting themselves forward for that position. Rahul Gandhi has said no. What the president needs to do is to enthuse the cadre of the party. The new president will have to move in step with the Gandhi family because they are an integral part of the party's decision making. And, they will have to, the revival of the organization is the most important thing to be done. It's not the face of the party at this stage of the game. And the person will have to also talk to the other opposition leaders, the state satirists, in order to try and forge a unity, keeping in mind 2024. So those are the tasks, at the ground level, one-on-one contests against the BJP, that's painstaking work. And choosing the cadre, in very difficult times like this is going to be a painstaking task. So whether whoever wins will be able to do it remains to be seen.
All right, Ms. Neerja Chowdhury, appreciate you joining us.